Okay, you can type your names in our chat box for attendance. I'm recording. And then we first will have, oops, hang on, save. We will have Jonalyn and Michelle. Is Michelle? There you are. Okay. To do their poetic interpretations. And when you prayed, Jonalyn, there were no cuts in between your sentences. So hopefully the same good connection will continue, no? I should not be sharing my screen because I will be grading. Ha ha. All right. So let's have Jonathan first. And then Michelle. What songs pala? What songs did you choose?
Jesus is all the world to me.
Okay. And then, because I need to pull that up in my screen. Michelle, what did you choose?
Yung ano po, yung I gave my life for thee.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I have them on my screen. So, Jonalyn, did you submit? Okay. Do you have access to the Google Classroom right now, Jonalyn? Because you did not mark your assignment done. I'm not sure if your grade will be saved. Noted, Steph. Are you doing it now, Jonalyn? Mark, okay. All right, I got it. Okay, you may begin.
Jesus is all the world to me by Will Thompson. Jesus is all the world to me, my life, my joy, my all. He is my strength from day to day. Without him, I would fall. When I am sad, to him I go. No other one can cheer me so. When I am sad, he makes me glad. He is my friend. Jesus is all the world to me, my friend in triumph sore. I go to him for blessings, and he gives me ore and ore. He sends the sunshine and the rain. He sends the harvest golden grain. Sunshine and rain, harvest of grain. He is my friend. Jesus is all the world to me, and true to him I'll be. Oh, how could I this friend deny when he is so true to me? Following him, I know I'm right. He watches o'er me day and night. Following him by day and night, he is my friend. That's all.
Thank you. Yay! Your connection was smooth today, no? We can finally hear the full everything that you said. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me just give you your grade.
Wala na pag
Wala na nakamute? What was that, Paul?
wala na po kasing bagyo.
Oh, is there a typhoon or has it passed? Okay, Michelle.
Kasi kinakabahan na. Sorry. I gave my life for thee. I
Who's
gave
the
my...
author? Sorry, you have to say the author also.
Yes. Wait lang po. By Francis Hubbard.
Yep.
Francis
Okay.
Hubbard. Well,
You are frozen, Michelle.
okay na po, ma'am.
Yes. All right.
I gave my life for thee by Francis Havergal. I gave my life for thee. My precious blood I shed, that thou might ransom be, and quicken from the dead. I gave my life for thee. What hast thou given for me? My Father's house of light, my glory-circled throne. I left for the earthly night, for wanderings sad and lone. Sorry, I left it all for thee. Hast thou aught for me? I'm suffered much for thee.
More.
I'm suffered much for thee, more than thy tongue can tell of bitterest agony. For rescue thee from hell. I born for thee. I born it all for thee. What hast thou born for me?
Thank you. So, yeah, you I think you added a the somewhere there. You added one an extra word, and then of course, you fumbled in some areas. All right. I'll write my comments later, but I'm giving you your grade now. Okay. So, as we talked about last Tuesday, no, your final formal speech is the persuasive speech. And I hope by now you've already thought about your topic, no? Let me just share my screen. These are in your syllabus. what we will be talking about. There are some additional items. Where can I share my screen? Can you see the PowerPoint that I'm showing? I'm just making it presentation mode. But it's not working. So, oops, what happened? There you go. So here are just some verses, no, talking about the need for us to develop the skill in speaking to persuade. Yeah. Especially the most, I guess, most important situation for us when we speak to persuade would be when we are witnessing, no? But of course, it should be a balance of just Pastor Casillo's message last Wednesday. It's not our duty to save people. It's our duty to plant seeds, right? We will not be the one that will save people. It's the word of God. And the word of God, the gospel has the power to save. So, but we as the deliverers of the message should also be convincing, right, in what we are saying. So how do we do that? We should firstly know what we are talking about, and then believe ourselves that what we are saying are true, no? Be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. With meekness and fear. Okay. So, this is the last speech. This is the most demanding type of speaking. And I said last Tuesday, if you want to deliver your speech in Tagalog, you may do so. Yeah, because I want you to fully concentrate on being persuasive, right, when you deliver your speech. But these are things that you need to keep in mind, no, when you are preparing for your persuasive speech. When you choose your topic, the topic must be something that you have knowledge about. If you choose a topic that you don't fully know much of, then it is your duty to research. Yeah? And even if you already know a lot about a certain topic, you still need to do research, as we will see in our discussion today, no? You have to be honest. And when you are being honest, you should not be omitting important details. Even if those important details seem to be counter to your belief. Yeah? Or maybe a disadvantage of what you are saying. You've heard some people say omission is also a lie, right? Omission is also lying. That's true if what you are omitting is very important, very critical. Yeah? And relevant to what you're saying. You have to understand people's thinking, your audience, how they think. Why? Because you have to anticipate their questions. And in your persuasive speech, you have to be able to convince them. And how do you convince them? You answer their question even without them asking. Actually, this is a speech. They can't ask you their questions. Right? So you have to anticipate what could they be asking and include that in the speech. Yeah? your focus is your audience. And this is good. I mean, this is a good platform because you only have a limited number. And you know who your audience will be, right? So you know who you need to convince. You don't need to think about your other friends who are not part of this class. No? You don't need to think about your other teachers. You don't need to convince them. Who you need to convince will be all your classmates and me. Yeah? So you have to understand as much as you can, what could Vince be thinking? What could be Denry's questions about this topic? What does he care about? How can I touch upon what's important to Steph, for example? Yeah? And then you have to be able to awaken people's mind and heart. And keep this in mind when you are doing a persuasive speech. It's both mind and heart. Okay? What's your desired response? What's your goal? Move your audience to action. Yeah? At the end of your speech, your desired response is, yes, I will do that. Not because you forced them, not because you guilt-tripped them, but because you convinced them. You reached their mind and hearts. Okay? It's not just all mind. You also want to touch their hearts. Okay? So, you want your audience to act, but you want them to think before they act. You don't just want blind people, right? Blind belief. Oh, okay, you convinced me, I'll do this. But really, did you think about why you're doing it? No? So as I said, mind and heart. You use logic, you use facts to convince the mind. No? And then you use motivation. You use what you know about your audience to convince their hearts, to reach their emotions. Okay? Mind and heart. Mind and emotions. If you touch both, you can move people to action. You can move them to do things, again, not blindly, but because you convinced them. Yeah? Okay? Right. So there's a danger in persuasive speeches that you, instead of you persuade, you use propaganda techniques. No? Propagandas are used in advertisements. No? Or they are used by politicians. Okay? Propaganda is pure persuasion, touching the heart mainly, but no real presentation of facts, no real presentation of evidence. Maybe sometimes not even logical. No? I don't know if you've been watching news, US news, American news. And I'm sorry if some of you are Trump supporters. But sometimes, no? Oh, not sometimes. Some of the issues that CNN is super anti-Trump, no? That news agency is super anti-Trump. What they're saying is Trump does not believe in science. So he will just always say, oh, the virus will go away. It will go away soon. Oh, wearing masks is not important. But the scientists project 20,000 more deaths in the US until October 10. In what? 2-3 weeks time? No? So Trump is not a good example of persuasive speech, no, of doing real persuasion, because what he lacks is the facts, no. He's using pure patriotism. He's trying to reach the patriotic emotions of people. Okay, examples. How do you use persuasion? And what is, later. and what is propaganda? So you're trying to convince people to skydive, no, obviously. But in the speech, here, this is facts. This is argumentation. This is logic, right? Why should you try skydiving? Because then you present statistics. Only one person out of 100 dies. I don't know, no? I didn't research skydiving. So I'm quoting you, just the statistics I'm telling you is not true, but I'm just giving you an example. You use statistics, no? It is safe. Statements of experts. And then you use real experts, credible experts. Okay? You present that as arguments to say that skydiving is safe. Nah? And then you can also say, when you skydive, there are a lot of safety precautions. No? They put parachutes on you that they've tested several times, etc. Yeah? So that's logic. That's convincing the mind. And then, this is emotion, motivation, right? It's fun. It's exhilarating. You would feel like you're flying. I want to try skydiving, actually. Just have never had the chance. Yeah? You will be like Superman, flying in the air. Yeah? So these two in combination, facts and motivation, is the right way for persuasive speeches. Okay? But propaganda, what propaganda will say, could say, no? Oh, skydiving is a sport only for the courageous. If you are a coward, then don't do this. But if you are brave, you could prove to your classmates that you are brave, la 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 la. Yeah? So what is the appeal there? In this propaganda, in this statement, you're appealing to their pride, no? Oh, I want to also be called courageous, right? Without even thinking about precautionary measures, without thinking about safety. They'll just jump out of the plane without a parachute, no, to prove that they are courageous. All right. Some more key information, key differences, no, between this is not a difference between propaganda and motivation, but mind and heart, no. Your goal is for your audience to believe what you're saying. You do that by being rational, presenting facts in a logical manner. Yeah. So your basis is logic. And then, to motivate them to reach their hearts, you talk about actions. You talk about benefits. No? And you touch upon their emotions. When you deliver your speeches on Tuesday, you have to get the attention of your audience and hold it until the very end. Why? If they only listened during the first part and they lost interest, then that's already an indication that you will not convince them, right? Because they already lost interest. They didn't even let you finish. If they only listened from the middle part of your speech to the end, they will not have received all of the facts. Yeah? And their action might be wrong, or their motivation might be wrong because they did not base their thinking from all the facts that you presented. Okay? Again, clear, vivid language, but logical. Everything connected to your argument. Yeah? Energetic, enthusiastic delivery. So you appeal. There are three basic appeals, no? Personal. I think we touched upon this already slightly when we talked about persuasive announcements, no? Personal appeal. Your character, your personality can help persuade people. Or you can name drop, no? Say, oh, this, if you're talking about you're persuading people to try a vaccine for COVID, no? And then you say, if you believe that, what's his name, Duque, is credible, then you can use his name and say, this is endorsed by Health Secretary Duque, and he believes la 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 la, and he said this. So you are using his personality, his character, to appeal to your audience, no? Or, as I said, you use your own personality to make your audience believe. And then, emotional appeal, no? These are usually the interests of people. Well-being, health, no? Family, justice, fairness, or a sense of duty, no? If you can give them exact reasons relating to their sense of duty. It is your duty because, yeah, their sense of honor or their intelligence, no? And then logical appeal. No deception, no propaganda techniques. Stay away from them, no? You can use actual examples instead of facts. Experience, your own experience, no? As long as you are a credible witness, right? So here are some propaganda techniques, no? The things that you need to stay away from. Name calling. And then I used, the source is here at the bottom, no? As the definition for these propaganda techniques. You can also research this on the net. 7 propaganda techniques. Name calling. You're saying, for example, oh, those people, maybe the Jews in Jesus's time. Oh, those people talking about the way, they're very noisy. They're zealots. They're rebels. La 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 la. Yeah. So that's name calling. You're making your listeners think badly of a group of people. That's bad propaganda, or that's propaganda. So that's bad. Glittering generalities. So this is, I think, maybe a slight opposite of name calling, no? You are touching too much on we should love everybody. So even if they're doing wrong, we should love them. Yeah. So you're just touching upon, but you're not giving real reason. So you're just using emotions, touching the heart, but not the mind. Testimonials. I told you, right? You can name drop, but you make sure that the people that you are citing are really credible, well known to be experts in that field. Yeah. Propaganda uses celebrities, cartoon characters, right? In advertising, sometimes superheroes. Eat this cereal. This is Superman's favorite cereal. Okay? You know Superman is not true. So why use him as the person that will support you? Yeah? Bandwagon effect. Come on, join us. Everybody loves milk tea. You are the only person who hasn't tasted milk tea yet. Or you're the only person who doesn't like it. What's wrong with you? Yeah, that's propaganda. That's bad. You want them to just join because everybody's doing it. Okay? Using symbols, the flag, the crown, the cross, no? Some call this transfer in your syllabus. It was the term used for this propaganda technique is highly emotional ideas or words, no? So using symbols, that, like I said, the flag, the heart, the crown, the cross, to stir emotions, but only emotions. Yeah. And then card stacking. I think there's another one after this. Okay? This is the omission, lying by omission. You are only highlighting everything that's good. Michelle, are you okay? You're smoking. If you need to move, you do so, but you're smoking. So card stacking. You're only highlighting everything good about your argument. You're not telling them side effects, for example. Oh, this is 100% effective. This what's the word? Not the cure, but the vaccine. Okay, this vaccine is 100% effective against coronavirus. And then you highlight everything. It will protect you for 1 year. La 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 la. No, those are correct. Those may be correct facts. No, however, you hide the fact that, oh, but this will make you lose all your hair or something. No? You hide the bad side, but only highlight everything that's good in your what you're claiming. So that's also bad, no? So card stacking is the term used for that. And then plain folks. Politicians use this technique a lot. I am like you. I also grew up in the province. I know how to plant rice. I know how to fish. No? We are together in this. Yeah. I've been there. I've been where you are. Okay. So, these are the techniques that you should stay away from. Okay, when you are preparing for your content, for your persuasive speech, just keep these in mind and stay away from using propaganda techniques or using propaganda techniques without the others, like without presenting logic, evidence, facts. Okay, you're just focusing on emotions. Questions so far? Okay. So we talked about the audience and why you need to analyze your audience. Your desired response is for them to accept what you're saying, believe what you're saying, and do what you want them to do. Yeah? The proposition, when we say proposition, that's what you're saying. So for example, your proposition is, marijuana is okay. I mean, legalizing marijuana is okay. I'm just using what you mentioned last time, no? So that's your preposition. That's your proposition. Okay? You have a statement and that's what you want them to believe. Or in terms of action, for example, get yourself, join this certain organization. Okay? Because, for whatever reason. So that's your proposition. And from your proposition, then you present evidence in relation to that proposition. So you are given several ways to write your proposition if you're thinking about capital punishment. Yeah. So if you want, you can say capital punishments should be stopped, or capital punishment deters crime, and that's what you want to that's the argument that you're presenting, that you want people to believe at the end of your speech. Okay, so your proposition is important. We need to know what is your proposition. What is it that you want us to believe? What is it that you want us to do? That should be clear, right? Okay. Ask yourselves questions. Ask yourselves questions that you think your classmates will ask. Okay? And then number 2, to avoid card stacking, when you research, don't just take note of all the things that are in favor of your argument. Take note also of the other things that other people may say against your argument. Yeah, you need to know that. And then, if you can, present evidence against those negative issues. I mean, negative points, no? Or the cons. We It should not be, your topic should not be related in any way to doctrines. You should not use the Bible as basis for your arguments. No? Of course, in real life, you should always base your decisions, no, the answers to your questions from the Bible. But just for this speech, let's stay away from doctrines and biblical topics. So, choose a controversial topic because I need to see you convince people. Now, if we already all agree on your topic, why deliver your speech at all? Yeah, we already agree with you, so you're not gonna get your desired response, because your desired response is to change people's minds. Right? We all know, we all agree smoking is bad. Okay? Give a speech against using cell phones. Oh, I heard there was a news last time, no? I don't know if it's true, but supposedly there's this company or this group that challenges people to live without a cell phone for the whole year or for one whole year, and you will get $1 million if you were able to do that. Totally no cell phone for 1 year. Every day, no cell phone for 1 year. Okay. Maybe that's a good topic. Convince people to get rid of their cell phones. Okay? 4 to 6 minutes. So make sure your topic is specific enough. Because if your topic is too broad, you'll have a hard time researching and thinking about what points should I raise. Be very specific in your proposition. Yeah. Definitely, you have to have a side. And you prove that side. How many of you have already chosen your topic? You already have have something in mind. Okay, Jared, Denry. Yeah. So you're Paul, still choosing among alternatives. How about the ladies? Not yet. Tuesday is only a few days away, and you still have to practice. Yeah. Your convincing prowess is already proven, so you don't need to practice. I practice. There are other points in your book about preparation and how you deliver your speeches in your book, in your syllabus. So go through that. But make sure you touch, like I said, not just the emotions, but also the mind. Yeah, it should be a balance. All right, questions? So you have to put your outlines in Google Classroom, right? And how many times you practiced. Again, no código, no cheat sheets. You can use an index card to help you not lose track of your flow. But your index card should just contain your outline, not your whole speech. Yeah. Questions? Concerns? Violent reactions? Yes, Paul.
I think Denry had a question. Did you answer?
Denry.
The one about PowerPoints?
Sorry. I don't have pala your chat. Yeah. Can we use PowerPoint slides at this time? Yes, you may if you want. But you should not just read off of the PowerPoint. That's the danger. Because if yeah. I just saw your choices. No religious topic, and that's very close to a religious topic. If everybody already agrees on the topic that you chose, choose another one. Or defend the other side. Jared. Okay. So Denry, I'm maybe no PowerPoint slides because you will have to share your screen and it will be easy for you to just read off of the PowerPoint slides. If you want, you can maybe like show it to the camera, facts, if that's what you want to do. So maybe index card with the facts show to the camera. But you have to practice it. Okay? Budgeting, haha. Nah, it's not controversial also, Jared. No. All right? Did I miss any other question or chat? No more questions? Prepare for your final formal speech Tuesday. 4 to 6 minutes. Present evidences, present facts, statistics, expert opinion. Yeah? All right. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.